Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout Speed Round, where we answer a quick question every Wednesday through Friday to keep our podcasting fun going all week long. Today we have a special Speed Round guest. I'm here with Anne Yurchik. She is the author of a delightful book called Furry, The Little Penguins That Could, Teaching About Friendship, Ability, and Inclusion. Inclusion is a topic we've talked about a lot here on Parenting Roundabout, so I'm very happy to be able to share some information about this book. Anne, why don't you just tell us why you wrote this book and what you hope it's going to accomplish?
I hope that this book will make sure that all of our children have a chance to be included. And we have a little boy whose name is Mac. He has fetal alcohol syndrome, chromosome duplication, and a genetic disorder. So he's a very complicated little man.
Yeah.
And he was facing kindergarten, and he was very different. He has a triple autism diagnosis. He couldn't speak. He uses a wheelchair. He has an involuntary movement disorder. And so I knew it was going to be very hard for him to connect with his friends.
Yeah.
We didn't want him to feel left out. A lot of times school is hard and trauma, and they're made to feel different.
Yeah.
And we had learned some lessons with our daughter, who's now 28, about how all that worked. So I knew that starting in kindergarten, if we set things up in kindergarten right, he would stand a chance. Well, in a little town, we call it the little town that would, and the little school that could. A bunch of us came together and said that we're going to make him succeed.
Yeah.
And as his IEP team believed in him. But it took a very, very special kindergarten teacher.
Yeah.
And a little penguin that opened the door for Matt.
Yeah.
And so it's the story and the adventures of kindergarten and how this amazing teacher not only helped connect with Matt, but also with the other kids, and through stuffed animals, and they didn't need speech. They didn't need this and that. And it just showed that by setting an example and teaching the kids that we can set these kids up to succeed.
Yeah.
So Mac was in first grade this year. And so I knew that there was a story here.
Yeah.
And so I reached out to my good friend, Jody Culp, who is an author and illustrator and a publisher at Better Endings. And
a terrific resource for anybody who has kids with fetal alcohol syndrome. You should know her name and you should seek her out online.
And so the two of us came together and created Furry, The Little Penguins That Could. And it's 208 pages with over 820 pictures.
It's adorable. It's really a nice looking book.
And so it's designed to be read, very short chapters to read with your kid, or a kindergarten teacher or first grade teacher to read with their classroom. And right now we are working on the accompanying curriculum that can be used in school districts to begin the conversations about inclusion for all of our kids.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking while I was looking through it. This is great. Where's the part for the teacher to tell them how to do all this stuff and the whole curriculum? That's wonderful, because not everybody is so lucky as to get a teacher who can come up with this stuff.
The book will be released on July 15th.
Okay.
The store will open. It's at furrythepenguin.com. And it'll also be available soon on Amazon. But there's even a bigger surprise coming.
Yeah.
It'll be available via iBook. And the iBook on Apple will be interactive. So Furry and the characters and everything will move.
Very cool.
And the accompanying curriculum will be available beginning September 1st.
That's great. And people will be able to get that at the same place as they get the book?
If they buy the book, they'll be able to find the curriculum right on our website. Oh,
terrific. That would be very helpful. Parents, buy the book and get the curriculum and deliver it to your child's teacher.
Oh, and at the website, we even have furries.
Excellent.
And Mac, since Furry came into our house, it's never left his side.
Aw, that is wonderful.
And I do talk to penguins.
That's great. Well, I'm very excited to be able to share this with our listeners. This seems like such a wonderful resource. And I thank you, Anne, for coming on today to talk about it.
Thank you, Terry, for having me.
That will be it for today's Speed Round. Come back tomorrow for another question and visit parentingroundabout.com for all our group chats and other weekly episodes. Hey, before you speed off from this speed round, please consider listening to all our podcast episodes, short and long, on the Radio Public app. It costs you nothing, and we get a little change for every listen. Thanks for the support.